Dalton, how are you, my man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Troy?
Fantastic. Yes, I'm working from my car before you ask.
I like it, man.
This season has been a little bit of a roller coaster because of the injuries, but the run game, should we expect more from you guys? We saw glimpses of that with Melvin at the end of that Jets game. Should we expect more, and how difficult will it be to improve the run game against the Patriots and all those non-scouted looks you're bound to see?
Yeah, always expect more, man. We love it. Always expect more from us in the pass game. Always expect more from us in the run game because we need to be better each and every game. And things that I'm proud of is the way we have ran the ball in a few games this year. You go against the Steelers, who held Saquon Barkley at 6 yards. We go in there and force them out of nickel. They have to go to 5 down because we were destroying them in the first quarter on the ground. Then we go in, have a good Buccaneers team. We have a good defensive line for the Jets, and get good rush yards. So that's what we have to do this next week against the Patriots. They're going to have a lot of looks that we haven't seen, and they're really, really scheme sound and gap sound with Bill Belichick as their coach, as you guys know. So we just got to go in there. We have great running backs. Got to be able to do what we do, open up holes, and let them go to work.
Next one, Brandon Costello.
Dalton, how has Drew looked from your vantage point? I know you're busy blocking the guys in front of you. And just what does it change in terms of for the huddle? Not to take anything away from Brett or the other guys, but when you have Drew in there running the show?
I think that Drew brings a sort of confidence to the offense. He has a sort of a swagger, which I'm sure you've seen, Brandon, out there on the field whenever he makes good plays, the presence he has in the huddle. He's confident. He's not too high. He's not too low. And you know that when he's in there, there's a chance for a big play. And you know that if there's a bust of coverage or if there's a 7-man blitz, that there's an opportunity for Drew to make a play. And I think that gives everyone on the offense more of a little bit of confidence.
Next one, Zach Stevens.
Hey, Dalton, where has Lloyd Cushenberry improved over these first 4 games, and where do you think he's at right now, still just being a rookie?
His physicality, no doubt. When you get in the NFL, this poor guy didn't have any preseason games, let alone even really a camp. And he gets thrown in there at the professional level, one of 32 centers. And I think he's done a tremendous job. And the thing I love about him is he wants to get better each and every week. And he knows what he's doing that's not so great. He's getting better at it. And one thing is physicality. And that you might just think, oh, well, that's not that big of a deal for offense, but it is. When it comes to twists, when it comes to the run game and him being more physical, it helps out other blocks. As an offensive line, as you play more and more of it, you really get to understand that it's as far from the most individual sport you can get. It's a team within the team. The offensive line truly is. And as Lloyd gets more physical each and every week and more familiar with the speed of the game here at the NFL, we get better as an offensive line.
Next one, Eric DeLala.
Dalton, Garrett had kind of a tough offseason, had some criticism, had the option declined. How have you seen him respond through these first 4 games, and what have you thought about kind of his resilience there?
Yeah, tough offseason. I'd say a tough 3 years. I think that he's been through it the last 3 years. I think he's got a lot of criticism, a lot of people that haven't believed in him. Since I showed up last year, I realized that there were some holding calls and that can anger people, and he's a first-round pick, so a lot is to be expected. But I knew he was a great football player. I knew he was going to be coming out. And this year, he showed that. He's cleaned up a lot of things. He's really honed in on what Mike Munchak wants him to do. And there isn't one guy on the team I want to see succeed more than Garett Bolles. He's been through it. Very little people have supported him or believed in him when things were tough. And I hate to say it, but Garrett's showing everybody what he's made of. And, he's showing everybody, that's why you shouldn't talk bad about him. I'm 100% all Garett Bolles, man. This year he's had a great 4 games. We just got to play 12 more good ones.
Final 2, Brandon and Troy.
Dalton, as a leader on the team, what was your reaction to the Melvin Gordon arrest news? And Vic said that he's always looking at ways to give examples from you guys outside the building of things that people do right and wrong on and off the field, and obviously now what happens to one of your own guys.
Yeah, it's tough. Of course we don't want that to happen. Of course, Melvin didn't want that to happen. It's not like Melvin went out and said, hey, let me make sure that I get in trouble tonight and that this gets released and people find out. That's my teammate. That's my brother. I know where his heart is out. The dude's never been in trouble. He got caught in a bad situation, and, we all make mistakes. Like I said, Brandon, it's not something we want to happen, man, but that's my teammate. That's my brother. I have his back 100%. I know he didn't have any, harm intended to any of his teammates or his team when that went down. So we got to work through it. Hopefully he learns from it, and we can keep rolling, man.
Final one, Troy.
Dalton, when they changed the schedule, it was you lose your bye week, and now you're going to face Cam Newton, it looks like, and Gilmore. How have you seen guys adjust to that now after Coach said he didn't want to see any bitching and whining, that it's just time to go to work?
You know, man, Troy, I would rather go into Foxborough and beat Cam Newton and Gilmore on the Patriots than go in there and not beat Cam Newton and Gilmore and be coming home and the Patriots being able to say, well, what if we had all of our players? Then what would have happened? Because we're a great football team. I know that. And regardless of who's starting at quarterback, regardless of who's being on the defense, we got to go in there and play Broncos football. And we're a good football team. We can go in there and win regardless of who they play. And we got a lot of guys kind of getting healthy. You know, we got a little bit of time off. The schedule change was hard. Of course, we would have liked to know so we could actually take in a bye week instead of practicing all week. But, you know, we got a week or two not a week or two. We got 2 weeks to prepare for the Patriots. So we should be fully prepared, man, to go in there and get a win. And we're going to do that, man. We're going to do that on Saturday. It's going to be fun.